Home Science for class 12. We are continuing the chapter Consumer Education and Protection. And the topic is Rights of a Consumer. Yes, rights of a consumer. Rights, you all know, are claims, are demands as a consumer. By now, you know the meaning of consumer. Consumer is any person who purchases goods and services to satisfy his or her needs. Earlier, there was saying, beware consumers. Now, it is like this, beware sellers or manufacturers. Why? Because the consumers have been given the rights that are recognized by the government and have a legal entity, okay, so that the interests of consumer are protected. And this is possible by the act known as Consumer Protection Act. Act means law, and that was made in the year 1986, and the abbreviation is CPA, or earlier it was known as COPRA also. COPRA, Consumer Protection Act. It can be CPA also or COPRA also. Both are same. And under this act, the rights of consumers are basically of two categories. First, basic rights, and the other is additional rights. We are taking first basic rights that are 4 in number, and additional rights are 2 in number. So in all there are 6 rights categorized into 2 categories, and they are very simple, and we use them also in our day to day life, also exercise them also. And they are right to safety, right to be informed, right to choose, right to be heard, right to redressal, and right to consumer education. So they are very simple, easy, but we should be aware of them. That is our duty as a consumer. It is our responsibility as a consumer to know our rights. So first right is right to safety. Right to safety means whatever we purchase, any goods or item, or we avail the services, they should not cause any harm to our health or life. Simple one, like we use electrical appliances, pressure cooker, washing machine, and then we go on tour, we use services of travelers. So whatever we are availing must not cause any kind of harm or loss to our life and property. That is our right. Okay, so this right to safety is to safeguard against items, products, processes, and services which are hazardous to health or life. Second one is right to be informed. Right to be informed means it is a right to get education, to get information about the goods and services what we are planning or going to buy, and the manufacturer or shopkeeper seller has to tell us about its quality, purity, quantity, potency in case of medicines, then price. Okay, these are all against unfair trade practices to safeguard the consumer. So that is our right to be informed, means we have got the right to have the information from shopkeeper or seller or manufacturer or service provider. Okay, so this is our right to be informed. Then right to choose. Now right to choose, when do we choose? When there are so many things. It means we are not compelled as a consumer to buy whatever we are shown by the consumer, by the shopkeeper or seller. We have got the right to see the variety, to survey the market, and to compare the price, product, quality of various companies or manufactured by various manufacturers, and then we get satisfaction about its quality, price, purity, etc. Then we can choose out of many. So consumer has the right to see variety, compare, inspect the goods or services of various manufacturers or service providers, and a consumer can choose according to his needs and requirement at an appropriate price after a comparative study. So shopkeeper cannot compel us to buy. If we have entered a shop, it is not that we have to buy. No, we can come out without buying anything also if you are not satisfied. So that is our right. Then right to be heard. Right to be heard means if a consumer has got any item or product or service which has caused any kind of harm to his health or to the money, then he has the right to approach consumer forum, okay, or the concerned authority to get his problem heard. So if there is any fault or shortcoming or defect in goods or product or in service, he has the right to bring such things to the notice of manufacturer or sellers. And if they don't pay attention, and first he will go to them. If the matter is settled there, it's fine. If the goods or product is exchanged or he is compensated by giving money or by replacing the item, it's fine. If his complaint is not heard by the person concerned, then he can go to the authority like consumer forum, and there his grievance is solved or heard. Then right to seek redressal. Redressal means compensation. So if he has got any defective product or faulty service, then he has got the right to get it replaced or compensated. So this includes compensation for any defect or loss suffered due to the purchase of such goods or service. And the last right is right to get consumer education. Yes, this is both right as well as our responsibility. So first it is our right. Yes, if consumer education, what all we have done so far, that is all the part of consumer education only. Education doesn't mean to read and write and to go to school only. No, education means to get knowledge of any kind through formal way also or informal way also. So this is related to informal way also. So right to get consumer education, and this refers to the right to acquire knowledge and skill for making wise decision for purchasing goods or hiring services, for proper selection for himself or herself. So that is all about the rights of consumers according to the Consumer Protection Act framed in the year 1986 to protect the interest of consumers legally. These have legal base. Okay, thank you.